And we're live, people. We are live. Welcome to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show. Everything looks good. I've just got this feeling that something's going to go wrong with the internet today. How are you two wonderful people?
Packer.
Packer.
Geese.
I'll tell you what I need to do is I need to turn down that because if not we'll end up with loads of echo. How are you, Harley?
I'm alright.
Was that halfway through you having a suck then?
Just alright.
When is he not? Who's the
There's
cleanest?
always something in my mouth.
I hope everybody is wonderful in chat. Nice to see you, Darth Vapor. Hope you're okay. And Gary Kenny.
You look so
And everybody
clean,
else who's joined us.
You look shiny and clean, Aidan, like you've just got out of the shower.
You should know you did me back. Oh,
I have my eyes shut.
somebody just said they can't hear me. Two, should.
Who said
can
that?
hear you.
Oh, can't hear. Bob Stanley said
Can
that.
people just let me know in chat if they can actually hear me?
Can you hear Aidan, everyone?
It's
not
like 80
then-
when, see what I mean? I knew something was going to happen.
All good.
I hear him. You must just, yeah. We can hear you. We can hear the Lee Armitage. Nice to see you, brother. Hope you're okay. And Lisa, Neil, Hart. Big love to everybody. Thank you again for joining us. Episode, I can't remember, 66, is it?
65.
What a plonker. That's me. What a plonker. We are on day 14 as well of Sober October. Thank you very much to everybody who has donated. You are a bunch of stars.
You're nearly halfway through.
Yeah, I'm classing it as tomorrow, which really should say the 16th, but I'm classing it as tomorrow. I'm halfway through. We are at £1,250. Absolutely fantastic. Can't believe
There's a
it.
link at the top of chat, folks, if you haven't already, or you can spare a couple of quid. It's pinned at the top.
Also, we've got Gary Kenny as well. He's donating £50 once I've done it. We've also got the Vape heads. And also, there is an auction. Harley, do you want to tell them a little bit more about the auction? Auction?
The auction.
Are you with us today, Harley, or what?
Now, you're lagging on my computer a lot, so I'm just trying to close all my applications I've got open. Yeah, we've got an auction going on. I've got the box flipping somewhere. There's a box somewhere with a load of stuff in it. And it's going to auction. It's currently on vapemill.co.uk. If you type in auction, two will come up, a past one will come up, and it's the charity auction you want. It's called something strange like Charity Auction LBV Macmillan. Go on there. It's for a Vupu device, 250 mils worth of liquid, 2 batteries, 5 coils, and I think that's it. But go on, check it out. I will get the box, and on my segment later, I'll just show you exactly what we've got. I did bring it up. I ain't got a clue where I've put it. So it's about somewhere.
Your Hoover's back.
And it's just a standard auction.
I think that water bath that you've stuck your computer in has proper affected it, hasn't it?
Quite possibly, yeah.
I tell you what, I feel like I'm at the Eurovision Song Contest, and we're just about to get through from Moldova the results. See?
What?
Get yourself over to Harley's Vape Mill. There is an auction on there. I think we're up to about £135. I think Gary Kenny is the winner, the mini for it. Big love to everybody. So yeah, the total's brilliant. All big love to everybody. The vlogs as well. Thank you very much for everybody who's been commenting on the vlogs. Keep it up. I am a little bit behind doing the commenting back. We're reviewing and trying to do the vlogs as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Tonight's vlog's going to be good because I'm actually interviewing my daughter Holly, so that's going to be a bit of a laugh. That'll be out an hour or so after the show. So, we haven't got a guest this week. I've actually going to get in touch with the Vaping Mank for next week. We are going to get ourselves in a set of Speedos, which I've already ordered. And also, yeah, that's going to be funny.
Me and Harley are sick next week. We're not well, are we, Harley?
Yeah,
it is going to be funny, though.
There's everything wrong with me.
We're not well. Will be after I've finished, believe me.
We need a holiday.
Yeah.
So, Flat Cat, what have you been up to this week, bro?
Just work and it's been miserable, hasn't it? It's been miserable. And I've got this tree out the front of my house that all the leaves have come off in one hit, and it's like it's the only big tree on the street. So basically, around my house is just thousands of dead leaves, but the rest of the street is immaculate. So I just look like the scumbag of the neighborhood. So that's been my dad problem of the week.
The only trouble is though, is by the time you're like, but then again, you've probably got one of them blowers, haven't you, and a sucker.
Yeah, I've got one of them as well.
Have you got one of them, Harley?
No, I haven't.
No. I thought I did, but it doesn't work, obviously.
You could go there with a hairdryer. Just, like, I'll probably use Harley's fan, to be fair. That'd probably do better.
Yeah.
You know what you'll have to do, won't you? You have to do Sober October.
I'm moving my microphone.
Nice TV. Has
Right.
the pod that does the job. He has the pod that does the job.
Oh, Vic's here, everyone.
That was brilliant. If you've not seen his review, I think it was for the Vapemill. He just sort of like forgot to put his ending on. So the only thing he does was take his mic off and just walks off.
Just walks off. But I said at least he didn't fart or anything. And I think he's actually removed it since then. But he didn't fart. He didn't grunt. Yeah. He didn't do anything bad.
To be honest with you, we've actually put a couple of things together. I was going to play him on the show, but I thought I better not. I don't want to upset him. Have you had a good week then, Harley?
No. As shit as ever. It's just things just piling on. I've still got family stuff to sort out. That's just getting worse, to be fair. And then all this lockdown stuff's getting gloomy. I think it's slightly pushing customers back online as well. So there's just a lot of things to contend with at the minute. But I'm keeping my spirits up.
Are you guys?
What's your actual thought on that? You know, obviously you've got the bricks and mortar stores, and you've obviously got online, and obviously they're sort of fighting together. Obviously, what's happening now with the COVID and pushing everybody off the street, it's going to obviously shut more bricks and mortar stores, isn't it?
Yeah, across everything, not just vape, across everything. I think it's the inevitable demise, but I also think shops will be more like showrooms in future. I don't think there'll be as many. I think there'll be more like outlets where you can go and see things and try them out.
Oh, it's frozen.
I think it's inevitable to come because let's face it, if you can deliver to everyone across the UK with having one building, I mean, your overheads are drastically cheaper. So, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you do it?
No, Gary Kenny, you haven't won the auction. You're winning it at the minute, mate. It doesn't finish until the 21st, bro.
You're in the lead, Gary.
What do you think, guys? Obviously, they're in such a fight because they've got the rates to pay, they've got the electric, the gas, and all that, and then you can go online and you can get it £20 cheaper and deliver some of the time next day.
It's always the big argument, but I think at the end of the day, the brick and mortar stores will always be the front line of getting people to quit smoking. So we need him to survive, don't we? We need him to survive.
The one thing. Sorry for that, Cap. The one thing that does piss me off in the vape industry, and it's pretty much one of the only industries I know where pretty much every wholesaler has a retail outlet, and in big style too. I mean, if you look at Evolution, they've got a massive. They won EC Clicks #1 award for best online retailer last year, and I kind of think that's a bit shit. Yeah, I mean, you can't compete against the people you're selling things to. I don't think it happens in any industry to the scale it does in the vape industry. So it makes it really hard as a retailer to keep up with price and stuff because you can't compete on a price war with somebody that's buying 100,000 of that product. You know, it's just so that makes it a bit shit and a bit hard to compete with.
Yeah, like you were saying as well, it is the front line. Do you think the people that are going into these shops are of a certain age? Do you think the people are more of like the younger generation can sort of do the online sort of thing? But like you were saying, it is the first port of call for somebody maybe of a certain age group to think, I'll tell you what, I want to quit smoking, I'm going to go into a bricks and mortar.
Well, I'll tell you, weirdly enough, before I started reviewing or watching YouTube reviews, I used to always go to brick and mortar. Unless for whatever reason there was something particular I wanted and my local shop didn't have it. I think it's part of that habit, like when you smoke, you have your favourite shop you go to, whatever, you know, you go to your corner shop and get your ciggies. It's like that for a lot of ex-smokers that are in vaping. they just like going to their local vape shop and getting the same thing, and they get it every week, week in, week out. So I think it's only really because of the reviewing that I started doing more online shopping, really.
So more when you became more of a hobbyist.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm sure there are people out there that have always just bought online, but yeah, for me personally, I always go in shops.
It's gonna.
In my eyes, go on.
No, sorry, Rob.
No, in my eyes, I'm exactly the same. I'm really fussy with liquid, so I won't buy liquid online. I won't buy liquid from a shop that doesn't have a bottle open or it on sample, because I'm super fussy with it. But in regards to vapemill, I find my main customer base is people that are wanting to quit or are within 12 months of quitting. Yeah, there is obviously customers that have been vaping for 10 years or whatever, but the vast majority of the customers are people. If after 10 years, after a year or so, they get a bit brave and venture further out, or they've gone online or whatnot. I'm not fully sure, but I do find that the strongest customer base is the quitters to the up to a year. Yeah.
Pam just says there. Pam's in Australia. Pam says, big shout out to you, Pam. Big love, sweetheart. She supports the channel and me loads. Their vape shops have pizza nights. Now, when quite a number of years ago as well, it were all the time. You were seeing that vape shops were putting nights out. It's like Sully does it in Glasgow. He has meets. A lot of vape shops are doing them sort of late night ones where they're having cloud comps and they were doing like raffles and stuff like that. I don't see so much of that now. I know obviously with COVID, but over the last couple of years, I haven't seen so much of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange times overall, isn't it? It's hard to know what's going to happen.
Well, we don't know what to do we? Do we stay in or go out?
What do we do? Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird. No, I just think.
No, do your impression.
Can't
do it. Do it.
His impression of Boris Johnson is amazing.
I don't know if I can just do it on. What happened? I started earlier. I can't remember how I started earlier. I can't do it anymore. Stay at home. Go to work. I can't do it. I've choked. I've got stage fright.
It's horrible when that happens, isn't it?
Oh.
2 lollipop sticks.
That was me. Oh, dear Boris.
She can read the joke when she's sucking it.
All I keep seeing is you in that shower, Aidan. That's the problem.
Well, you did that sexy Rochford project, which I've left it upstairs in the shower. We have got Rochford project giveaway, and we're going to do it a little bit different this week. We're not doing the spinny wheel. We're not doing Nightbot. What we're going to do is, I'm nicking it from the Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Vaporwave, sorry. It's a number, and you're going to have to pick a number. We're going to put it on slow mode, and you pick a number, and whoever wins that wins the giveaway. We'll be doing that a little bit later on. Right then.
We have done do.
Oh, yeah. The people... Well done. Thanks, guys. The people on the catch-up.
Do. Say hello to the people who left a comment. Do. Something like that. I don't know. Do. Say hello to the people who left a comment. Do. Something like that. I don't know.
They actually trust in my connection to do this.
Go on, Alex. Say hello to the people in the...
So, there's not many messages...
Oh, what is there? You don't know.
There's not many comments on the show. Just a lot of people saying, well done to Aidan, and on the show, Gaz. And then they're just saying, well, great show, and well done to Aidan. So I'm not really going to read the comments out. But we've got Rob Stanley, Lurden, Sarah F., Melody Baxendale, Mr. Mark G9, Grumpster, and Matt Hardy Morning. He always moans. Only joke, he's a great guy. And that's it. Just 10 comments this week, guys. Thank you all for commenting. And if you are watching this on replay, don't forget to drop a comment in and we'll give you a shout out.
You mean a lot to us, the people who are on the replay, same as our wonderful people in chat. Right then, let's get cracked on. It's time for Flat Cap's Deals Tech.
Flat Cap's Tech Report.
There we go. It is time for the deals.
Right, I would like to...
Fucking hell, Aidan.
What? Hey? What we missed?
Nothing. Me just not getting my words out properly. I've not even had a beer.
I'd like to start by showing you all a picture of my anus. Oh, sorry, minus. This is the Aspire My Anus. Can you see that okay?
My anus. It looks like a mouse.
This is the minus. Right, this is something. Now, pod kits, yes, guys. I've got like 2 podcasts. I've got a lot of decent stuff this week, so hopefully you will enjoy it. But let's talk about my anus first from Aspire. This is a tiny, tiny little pod system from Aspire called the Minus. It's 40 millimeters in height. It has pre-filled pods, but literally, like it says there, they're saying it's vaporless technology. I think it uses that same technology from, was it Jack Vapor? Jack Vapor had that kind of vaporless e-liquid. There's a terrible video from Aspire on this, and there's some weird looking fella vaping on this, and then he, when he exhales, nothing comes out, and then he like passes it to a friend, and he's all like thumbs up. He's really gay. Go and watch it, folks. It's a good laugh. They've gone into some kind of collab with Wick Licker, so you can Wick Licker my anus. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of information on this, just something weird from Aspire. Let's get the pod kits out of the way, folks. Next, this is the Hitter Inc.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Aiden's got it there. It's a 1500 milliamp hour. It's like a pod system, basically. It's got a 2 or 3 mil capacity. It's got an OLED display, up to 40 watts, USB Type-C, and there is an RBA available. There's 4 coils available for it. I think there's like a 1 ohm, a 0.6, a 0.3, and then the RBA. So, yeah, I mean...
I've got the 0.3 in here, and it's absolute corking flavour, roughly around about 16 watts, and it's lasted me like 2-3 days.
Funky looking drag. Yeah, Darren, I think there's quite a few crazy looking styles by the looks of things.
I think I've got that panda one as well, that one you're showing, and I've also got the black one. The black one looks nice. Right,
2 more pod systems. Let's start with Yee. I did talk about this one a good few weeks ago. I had 1 image. I now have a bit of information on. Now I'm surprised this is even being released, because I thought that they were in a bit of trouble. This is the Yeehee SX Mini 680 pod kit. It's a 900 milliamp hour device. It uses the SX680J chipset. 3 power modes, up to 20 watts, so very low power. 2 mil capacity, and it comes with a 0.2 and a 0.6 ohm coil. So that makes me think it's more like direct lung. But yeah, that's one pod system. The next one from, hold on, this one. This is from Watofo. Now, Watofo haven't actually made a pod mod yet, so this is their first. This is the Manik, M-A-N-I-K. It's an 80-watt device, single 18650. They use, obviously, the next mesh cores. I think there's 4 different types that they're going to be doing for it. It doesn't seem to have adjustable airflow. But a good thing about this is it's compatible with the Vupu PNP and the GTX cores from Vaporesso.
All right.
So it's compatible with all of them, and it's got a 4.5 mil capacity.
Do you think it might have like an airflow ring?
No, I've had a look at quite a few pictures. Here's another one on the display. It doesn't seem to have any airflow adjustment, so I imagine it's literally going to be the adjustment through the coil rather than. But that's the one thing it doesn't have. It has all these compatibilities with different coils. It's an 80-watt single battery, everything you want, every box you want to tick, but no adjustable airflow by the looks of it, which could be a bit of a shame. But here's a picture. Why did I save a picture of this? But here's a picture of one of the coils.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Clapton mesh.
That is pods. Done and dusted. Now on to quite a few bits and bobs. So let's start with the Nest.
Yeah, I've got that here as well.
I think Aiden's got that. I've got it in as well. Ben Brinkman. Oh, I keep forgetting. There's a few people that have sent me some of these. I'll try and remember the names of people that have sent me things they've spotted. So anyway, the Nest by Aris Vapor and Nature Vape. 25 millimeter RDA. You get 3 different types of mesh strips, basically, you can use. Stainless steel, camphor, and nichrome. You'll come out about 0.2. I've got another picture of the deck. Now, guys, this is like, I haven't seen this before. I don't know if you have.
No.
But this is a really interesting deck. It literally, the easiest way to describe the center of that deck is it's like a DIY sub-ohm coil, mesh coil you make. And you get a little coil forming tool, and you kind of bend the mesh around it, and then you kind of wrap it in the cotton and put it into this little. It's really, really clever, quite intricate, but something different.
Yeah, you basically. I haven't built it yet, but I've seen Mark's video on it, and basically you put it around your coiling tool like you do if you've got mesh. You then wrap your strips, which has got 3 different sets of strips as well with it.
Right.
You wrap your strip around it, cut it off. You then put your rod inside, bend your coils round, screw it in, and then you pack the outer rim with more actual wicking. And apparently you can't really get a dry hit. You can feel the dry hit coming from it. So you basically just got a ginormous coil, haven't you?
Well, I mean, look at how much cotton you've got in there. Yeah, it's phenomenal. So yeah, it's definitely different. Just like Fee's just said, that is definitely different. A bit of innovation. You know, if you look inside any sub-ohm mesh coil, single mesh coil, that's pretty much what it looks like in the middle of them. So
yeah, it didn't. And the thing is, it didn't. Apart from the fiddly bit of first bit of actually getting the cotton around the actual coil itself, the rest of it seems a doddle. And even putting the stuff, putting the cotton around the actual coil inside it, it's simple.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got quite enough, you can stuff a little bit more in there.
You just pack as much in as you want. Yeah. Very clever. Very, very clever. I think there'll be quite a few reviews on that very soon. Moving on very quickly, a couple of coming soons. This is from Hotsig, the RST. Now, all you can really see is 510 on top, a button, and 2 buttons below it. I have no more information. It looks a bit like Cloud Flask shape.
Yeah, it does, yeah. That sort of beveled look.
Alucard 221 1984. No, I haven't seen the Rebel DNA 60. I'll have to check that out. So, yeah, more information on that when it arrives. And also, big shout out to Vaping Scotsman for sending me this picture of the new QP Design Violator RTA.
What a name.
The Violator. It's going to violate you. But that's all we've got for now. They're literally QP Designer putting teaser images out, and this is one of the 2. They've got 2 teasers. The other one's about, well, even more boring than this one. So
the teaser, the Violator.
The Violator RTA. Right, let's do a mod. We spoke about this one a few weeks ago. The Dovpo Top Gear. The Top Gear. The best mod in the world.
For a fiver.
It's a dual 18650 device. The big thing they're going on about this is it's a solid big piece of aluminium alloy and it's CNC machined. Dual 18650 DNA 250C. Very nice.
Have you noticed though, when it Dovpo, they seem to have a lot of like the squared off mods. Even if you look at the top side, that was sort of like squared off, and that one that Biker did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
the only thing I don't get about this is they're saying it's a DNA 250C chip. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I know. Ignore me. I thought that was a USB-C then. But it's not. It's micro USB. Anyway, I'll shut up. J Jerry, big thanks to J Jerry for sending me this image of the Sigeli 213 Fog. Now, I think I've found a little teaser picture of this, but there's a bit more information now. So, up the top, you've got the Fog tank, very similar to the Vupu tanks, and it does take PNP coils as well. The device itself, the Fog, is a 200-watt dual 18650 with a fairly nice display. Yeah, but I never see Sigeli stuff sold anywhere nowadays. So, but I think it looks pretty much like the other bits and bobs that come out, but you've got everything on the side.
What do you reckon? That looks like suede to me. Does it to you, Arlie?
It does indeed. I know I say it every week. I just get pissed off with the same designs. It does look suede though, which would be a nice little change. And I do like the side button things rather than the front. The Aspire BP8 has got 2 side buttons. And it's just a nice little touch. I don't mind changes. It's just when they bring out something that looks exact same.
I think this kind of
very suede.
These pod tanks are going to be the thing for the next 6 months, aren't they? We're going to see every Smok's doing one. They're all doing them at the minute. It's just like the in thing to do, which is really frustrating. But anyway, we'll
the thing about that suede though, you know what? When you get liquid like that on it, I've just done the back to basics for Lost Vape, and the actual stuff they've got on there is like white clean. I wonder what that's going to be like if you get juice on that. You know what suede's like?
It'll probably be
looking at it. Is it suede or is it just really?
it'd be like pleather.
Or has it just got a really bad leather effect? Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think it is suede, actually.
It could be plasticky, but
It'd be interesting.
I'll try and find out. Better move on quickly. Another mod, another DNA mod. The Think Vape. Oh, terrible picture, flat cap.
All right, we've got plenty of time.
The Think Vape is spelled AUXO.
Vaping Bank.
The Alzo, the Alxo, the whatever it is. DNA 250C, dual 18650, 200 watts. Looks absolutely mental. I like it.
I do like the look of that.
Looks a bit, you know, industrious.
Yeah, that's quite the word, isn't it?
It looks like it was made in the future. Oh yeah, nice one,
By a
Darren.
midget called Jeff.
Looks like a PC base unit from Alienware. It does, yeah. It's got that kind of modern, edgy, kind of futuristic look to it. Big chunky device. But they're all going for this style, don't you think? Every company, look, we just looked at the Sigelli, they're all going for this leather kind of design on the backs of them. They're all doing it. And it's kind of like this is like a hybrid version of the Aegis, really, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of them coming out with it looking like that, isn't it?
Right, moving. Oh, sorry.
Is it the Frozzer or whatever it is from Vaporesso?
The fours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's similar. With the tank's the interesting thing with that, isn't it? The tank's well protected. William, now I don't know if it's IP67. And by the looks of it, I doubt it because the USB port's exposed, so I doubt it's got any IP rating, to be fair. Right, let's go to Org Vape, and then I'm pretty much done. So we'll start with Mike Vapes had a little release video on the Intake MTL RTA.
Ooh.
Now, it's a 24mm, which is pretty big for a mouth-to-lung rebuildable. It has 6 kind of airflow inserts that plug into it and inside. Top airflow, top filling. As you see, the capacities on the glasses there. Yeah, a mouth-to-lung, but it's 24mm mouth-to-lung RTA, big chunky thing, but it looks pretty smart. And Mike Vapes has bought his video out already, so you can go check that out.
4.6 mil on a mouth to lung. You're not going to have to fill that very often, are you?
No, it lasts for weeks. Ben, I think the wattage, sorry, just come back, that Think Vape, I think it's a DNA 250C, but dual 18650, so it'll be 200 watts. I've got a picture of the mouth to lung deck, sorry. There you go, there's the deck on the mouth to lung RTA. Just single post, pretty standard looking.
That's the airflow, isn't it? Side.
Yeah, it comes down both sides and then up the middle underneath the coil.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like the opposites of exhausts. Org Vape Druga RTA. So they've got the mouth to lung RTA come out, and then they've got the Druga RTA. Another picture here. I don't have a great deal of information on it, just that it's 24mm and it has what they call 3D airflow.
3D airflow.
I don't know what they mean. I have no idea. But yeah,
have you reviewed the Druga too?
No, I haven't. Do you know, I haven't reviewed it. The only Druga I've reviewed was the little pod system. I haven't reviewed any of the RDAs or anything.
I've reviewed the Druga too.
What was it like?
It is an alright little device. It's easy to build on. It's the clamps that have got 2 posts and a screw that you can get to with pliers, which I always like, in case you snap up your screws. Yeah,
I'd be interested to see the deck on this, see if it is the same as on the actual Druga RDA. That's what I couldn't find as yet. Yeah, that is the tech for the week, chaps.
Yay! Well done, mate. The can't moan that you've had loads and loads of pods there.
I could have done at least another 6 pod systems, but
yeah, there's loads of them out. Just to reiterate as well about the auction, you can get over to Vapemill's auction. Also, a big shout out to Darren M as well, because you could say you're better saying, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I was just about to. The link is in the chat for the current auction, which I have just banged on the bottom of my deals. It's for the Smoke Scar 18. The Bad Drip 50ml,
which I've still got to review.
which I sent Aidan about a year ago to review.
Did you? I've got that to review.
Chapter 1, which is going down a storm. Coils for your TFV9, which is on the Scar 18. And then two 18650s for your... What happened? Green screen. Two 18650s for your Scar 18 as well. So the link's just been put in the chat 2 minutes ago. I'll bang it in again now. The current bid's are 135. All the proceeds, except from the PayPal fees, will be going directly to... I'll make that public as well so everyone knows that all the money's gone. And then Darren M's messaged me this week saying he's got a load of unopened hardware that he wants to put towards an auction. Now, me and Aidan had already talked and we discussed we were going to do a second auction. But by the looks of it, Darren's donating quite a lot. So it's probably just going to be a full-on Darren auction. So that'll come out at some point next week. I think we'll do it, launch it at the end of next week's show when we announce the winner of this one. And then that'll go on to the week after. So keep your eyes out on the Free Men of Vape show for them auctions. But I'll bang that link in the chat again just before the end of the show.
Big shout out to Darren. Thank you so much for that, buddy. You're an absolute star. Please, people, if you're not a part of the 3 Men and a Vape Show Facebook group, there's loads of stuff on there. We did challenges, all sorts. And Matty, our head of the Facebook group, does a fantastic job. Big love to you, brother. He's looking after his puppy. He was supposed to be on tonight, and he's working. So, yeah, get over to the Facebook page. Loads of updates about what's happening and what's coming up on the show. So please get over there. Thanks a lot, Matt, as well, for your help. Big love to everybody. Big love for everybody. The support. Also, David Jacobs as well. Thank you very much for donating. As you can see, it has gone up to £1,270. It's just absolutely amazing. It's going crackers. It's going crackers. Right then. Do you know what? We're doing good time. This is not like us. We're doing really, really good time. So let's go on to the deals. Let's play his bumper. Goshty, it's the deals in a week. We did really well there. Good timing.
Several things to mention here. I did have tons of deals, and I've cut them all down drastically because there isn't enough time in the entire show. Never mind. And my internet connection is absolutely shite tonight. So if I lose connection, I do apologise. I'll get back as quick as possible, and the deals will all be on the Facebook group after the show. Anyway, onwards. Shall we go onwards? If you can see and hear me, this is the Snowwolf Rocket. And I've actually prepared some notes this time. I've been professional about it, so I know what I'm talking about. This beast is... I can't read my notes. 1,150 milliamp power, 50 to 25 watts, 0.69 inch screen, top fill, supports 0.4 up to 3 ohm. Airflow adjustable. That's what he deals. I don't know what that other note I wrote down says because I've got shocking handwriting. Quick look through colours, seeing as we've got lots of time. See, I wouldn't trust the What Off for Pod. I don't know. Have you guys tried that? I tried the last one we brought out and it was shite.
What, the rocket?
Yeah.
No, I haven't tried that.
I've heard good things about it. I think Paul McCartney reviewed it and he said it was good.
Well, it must be better than the other one. The onwards. The What Off for? It's not What Off for. I do apologise. It's Vupu Alpha Zip Mini 120 watt temperature control kit with my tank. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to pull all the ears out, but we did. I still don't know what these notes mean. 4,400 milliamp power, which I was quite surprised for a built-in battery. 5 to 120 watts. Spring-loaded slide top fill system. It's got the Gene Fit chipset. It's got power variable wattage, the fit control, which apparently is the optimum way to run it, and you can set it on 3 settings. Temperature control and a load of other notes I can't read. This is why I don't do notes, because I can't read my own handwriting. Shall we have a look at the quick colours?
They've come a long way, haven't they, VP?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think when all that stuff went off with Tony B as well. I remember going through it around an expo when it all went off and nobody was stood at the stand.
Oh, they were bloody... And then they had the stuff with that Ben idiot, didn't they? They've done some
Yeah.
stupid stuff in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, what did he vape? That Ben, what's his face? He vaped something.
His brother was vaping, and he was pretend that he made a video that he put helium in it or something. It was all a big joke, wasn't it?
But yeah, I should point out as well the massive deals here. This week I cancelled other deals that I buy purely how much you save. So the Snowwolf goes from £45 to £14. The Vupu goes from £75 to £25 flipping pounds. This time next year, Odders, come on. This Smok GX 350 temperature control mod. You couldn't hold that in, could you? You just couldn't hold it in.
Had to be done.
Do you know got this one, Flat Cat?
I have, yeah. It is a bit of a monster. It's good. It's just one of them mods I use every now and then. It's big, fat, and chunky, just how I like it.
Was you not talking about it last week? In fact, I'm sure someone was talking to me about 4-cell battery.
Haven't you?
4-cell mod.
You've had this on there before, I think.
Oh dear.
The same old stuff. But no, this is a good mod. The only thing I didn't like is the actual battery compartment. You put your batteries in, you can't get the damn things out again.
Yeah.
They just get stuck in there. But yeah, it's an old school.
See you in a minute, Samantha.
You know,
That might take forever to charge built in as well.
You put a mouth to lung tank on that, you're 20 watts, you'd have about 6 years of battery life.
Ben Brinkman's saying, do they actually ship to the States?
E-Sig 1, I would have thought so, Ben.
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll have to check that out.
Still shipped to the States, Harley. Oh, this is you. Yeah, can you do it?
I'll check it out and we'll, during the rest of the show, and I'll let you know at the end.
You got a boat, haven't you?
Les Wardle, you'll be able to get these deals will be on the 3 Minute of Vape show, and also Harley will have his own deals at the end. Ooh, I like that. I've seen it somewhere before.
And it's down from 70 quid to 25 quid. It's got a HD colour touchscreen, 180 watt, 218-650. It's got variable wattage, temperature control, curve, temperature control, TCR, TFR. It does 0.1 to 3 ohms. And it's got the GX188 UTC as Modus chip.
Ooh. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I think it's a pretty sturdy mod.
Is it a centered 510?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to fit a 30 on that by the looks of it.
Mm.
With plenty of screws as well.
Yeah, I watched a review on that a long while ago, and it was...
Wasn't skimp, were it?
No. I think it's because it's all like military style, isn't it? It's meant to be pretty tough, but...
I was having, sorry, while you were talking, I was having a quick look at shipping.
International. It's at the bottom there, right at the bottom, something about international.
Yeah, international shipping.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah, they do ship.
Calculated check out. So yeah, they'll ship it to the US.
I don't know how much that costs because obviously it's not my company, but I do know the prices have gone up from UK to US lately.
Ooh,
this bad boy is £100 to £25. 75% off. And they have got quite a lot of the Ultrona mods on for sale at E-Sig 1. This was just the biggest. Cool.
He's back.
So I included this one. It is, of course, a Squonk mod. It's made of aluminium.
Uh-oh.
Sounds strange. 2.5 ohms.
We keep losing you, Harley.
Have a go.
Sorry, your picture's still up, mate. Don't worry. Keep going. I quite like the look of that. What colours are left? I don't like that. That looks like baby's diarrhea.
every colour but blue.
All right. Can I have a look at
so
the black one?
There's green, black, red, and purple.
Can I have a look at the black one?
Is that it?
Oh.
Some very garish colours there, isn't there? That's not bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, that I won't really call that. I won't class that as black.
No, that don't. No.
Would you?
No.
It's like something you'd go out in the 60s.
Yeah. I still see people go out onwards. Like that now.
Better say onwards before I insult anybody else. I need to remember my age and the average viewer audience. This one's on because Flat Cap pointed it out. So it's the RF, I always struggle to say that. Gear RTA rebuildable tank. It's only available in black. I did notice the build deck's got 4 screws, but it's only a single coil, which I thought were a bit strange. It's single coil. It's 24 mil. It holds between 2 to 3.5 mil. I presume that depends on bubble glass. It's single coil. It's got adjustable airflow. But why would you put 4 screws on for a single coil?
I do not. I haven't had one, but maybe you can
it all
get
depends
away
which way you want to coil it.
Yeah, maybe you can get away with dual coiling it. The Gear's well-known RTA though. I think it's pretty popular. Bunny said, yeah, great wee tank, and Chunk as well. Yeah, it's a pretty well-known tank. It's pretty decent.
I would have to try and bang some joules in there just to see if it were possible.
I'm sure we squeeze them in there. Might have to lang some tiny little.
Okay, next.
It'd be nice to play about with. These by the way from hiphopjuice.co.uk.
Hey, Cigar Mars.
Hi, Cigar.
$6.99.
It is, and there's black and silver available, which I believe is both colours.
What's up, Big G?
Big G in the house.
This is 25.5 mil.
If you're desperate for a sub-ohm tank and you've got less than a tenner, then that's not bad, is it?
Well, you can't complain, can you? 25.5 mil millimeters, and it's 3.305 mil in capacity. The only reservation I have with buying brands that aren't huge is, can you get coils from them, and will you always be able to get coils from them? Absolutely. I think coil compatibility is a major thing when you're getting brands that aren't Smok, Botofo, Vupu, that sort of size, if you know what I mean.
Well, H Cigar's been around a while.
I've never seen H Cigar coils sold in my local brick and mortar.
No, you're not going to get them on bricks and mortar.
No. But maybe you can get them on easier online. I don't know. Is it saying in the description anywhere, Harley, if they're compatible with anything?
I doubt it. We don't like to brag about compatibilities, do we, usually?
There was a list banging around. We'll try and get that on 3 Minute of Vape Show Facebook page. There is a list banging around that shows you compatible coils.
There is also a database on vapemill.co.uk, which
you
can enter. No.
Well, you can add the link to the page.
Yeah. Onwards and upwards. One last one before we move on to me. Oh, dear. This is the E-Leaf iStick rim. I'm sure I've had this on before, but new vaping hasn't really got much. Yes, we've got plenty of deals, but nothing that really could stick in with what we've had on today.
I've reviewed this.
And this was probably the best deal I could find. Down from £50 to £26.
Wasn't a bad little mod.
Yeah.
Is it the one that they
It's
sold
just the
bubble
name in
glasses?
it called Rim.
Is that the one where the tank, when you take the coil out, it closes the juice flow?
Yeah.
Got a little, not a valve, but that kind of thing. It shuts it off. Pretty clever. So you can have a full tank of juice, but you can just pop the coil out and push a new one in. It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's almost like with the Y rice now, what the Y rice does, but this was way before its time.
Y rice.
Y rice. Y rice.
Yeah, I found quite a lot of people starting to do it now. It's a really good idea, to be fair. But the only problem with that system is every now and again it'll jam, and you take your coil out, empty it quite cockily, and you've got liquid all over your hand because the spring-loaded flow stopper's snagged. But I suppose that's down to maintenance as well. If you never clean it, it's more likely to snag in it.
Sorry, just to interrupt. Roy Fletch, literally 2 pods and the rest was decent stuff this week. Probably my best ever. And you missed it.
On to me. We've got Untold on again, £12 down to 10. Samsung 40T 21700 battery down from £9.50 to £6. The Aegis Boost Plus again. I'm sure I've had that on before. £42.50 down to £28. Dinner Lady 1000 milligram CBD 30ml bottle down from £59 to £40. So we never chucked CBD in before, so I thought we would. And then you can't forget the charity auction. If you're buying anything this weekend, it's got to be this, because all the money goes to charity. So bang over, guys. Come on.
Thank you so much as well for that, Arlie. You're an absolute star, mate.
You're very welcome, sir.
Absolute star. Thank you so much for your deals. Do you know what? We haven't even had a guest on, and we're still at well, we're at quarter, which is a little bit better than what we normally are, aren't we?
Normally we're squeezing the competition and during the deals, aren't we?
Yeah, we're normally. Which it has been quite nice not to have to. It's all right. I'm trying to find a head. There we go. Header. Also, Gary Kenny said in there, he says the last thing you want to do is have a coil stuck in your rim.
Yeah,
which is true.
There was a. Do you remember the same time the rim come out, the passage come out as well, and the jokes going around rims and passages. It was just wrong.
You want to put the rim on your passage. So, people, we have got a number. I've got to put this on slow mode. We spoke about the number before the show. Nobody knows this number. Enable slow mode. And you said 10 seconds, didn't you?
Yeah. Is this to win the wonderful Watchford?
Save. There we go. Right, slow mode is now on. It is for 2 bottles of the brand new flavours from Rochford. Big shout out to Rochford. Right, the number is between 100 and 200. Get yourself right in them numbers. The first person who gets that number wins the Rochford project. So it's between 100 and 200. Get yourselves going, and we will start having a little look. So next week, I've got to get in touch with Mank. I'm hoping to have Vaping Mank on next week, and we are going to get ourselves in a set of Speedos. I've already ordered them. God, that's going pretty fast, that, isn't it? I've got it on 10 seconds as well. I think this is a lot better because then nobody could... I feel so sorry for the person who's like on the other side of the wheel.
Well, the wheel was as random as it gets, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But your name were in it last week.
Well, that's a good thing.
It is, yeah. Somebody just put 1002.
Oh no. Oh, I thought we had it then.
That is fast. That I'm getting a bit dizzy. I feel a bit seasick.
Yeah.
So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you do catch the vlog tonight. I have got an interview with my daughter, which is going to be a bit of a giggle. I'm going to do this after the show. I must have picked a right random number because normally on everybody else's show, it's gone by now.
We're getting everything back at the minute. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. And I've been proper looking. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget as well to get over to Rochford's website as well. There's some wonderful flavours on there. If you haven't tried the Lemon Lush yet, you really need to get out there and try the Lemon Lush. It's absolutely fantastic. And he's an absolute corking bloke, Jay. I was actually thinking, I don't know about you, Flat Cap, and maybe asking him to come on. He's not really that type of bloke. The last time we asked him to come on, his mate came on. It was absolutely corking bloke. He came on the 3 Men and a Vape show. God, they're just going around that number, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going, folks.
Keep going. What a random number.
It's
between 100 and 200.
You might have to narrow it down. If
I think all them people getting blisters.
Okay, we'll narrow it down. It's between 100 and 150.
There you go.
So if not, we'll be here all night. Fuck it. So it's between 100 and 150. I've never seen it go on this long on anybody else's show.
Usually it's like straight away, and you're like, how did they get that? And if you're Matty, he has like between 50 and 4,000.
My eyes are hurting.
Yeah,
my eyes are... My pain in my eyes. Somebody guess the number.
Slow mode's working, Matt, but when there's this many people putting their thing in every 10 seconds, it's putting their thing in every 10 seconds.
Just dip it. Somebody were really, really close then. God, this is going fast, mate. This is like every 10 seconds.
I think you should put a disclaimer in that your decision's final. If we,
yeah, the decision is final.
First. Whether we see first, that's it.
Shall I narrow it down even more? Oh, nearly.
Ooh. Getting closer.
Oh, it's getting close.
Yeah, there you go.
Stop.
Did you see that as well?
No.
I saw, if I've got the right number, Paul Anderson. Unless I got the wrong number.
Yeah, Paul Anderson, yes. The number was 117.
And just
That
after
took-
that, someone else got it just after that as well. Gary Kenny got it just after, but yeah, it was a bit too late.
You all can go and check that as well. It's I took slow mode off. There we go.
Stuart literally put a spanner in the works by putting random numbers in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2.
Chunkmeister, 117. You can stop now, people. You can stop. That made my eyes hurt. I don't know about you. My eyes absolutely started melting.
Can we get it to go for a Nightbot next week?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Well done, Mr. Anderson. You know my email address, littlebrovapes@gmail.com. Just send me your address out and I'll get that all sorted for you.
Lucky
People
man.
are still putting numbers in.
They're all putting 117 now.
Bring back the wheel. I think we will bring back the wheel next week. I think that would just start proper hurt my eyes. That was a little bit hurty. Flat Cat, what have you got coming up this week on your wonderful channel?
I don't know. Stuff. I've had a lot of juice. I've had a lot of juice reviews to catch up on recently, so there's been a lot of juice on the channel. I've still got to finish off where is it gone? Oh, the Oxford jobby. I'm on that camera.
It's a review that it's not like, it takes a while, that review, doesn't it?
You've got all the extra bits because I've got the special kit as well. So you've got all the odds and sods that come with it. So yeah, it takes a bit of time. I've got the Gruce or the Grass or the Gruce by Lost Vape to do. This might not be next week. This might be moving into this week. It might be moving to the following week. I've got the Pulse V2 as well. I really love the G10 panel on this one. Really, really nice. And yeah, I still have a load of juice reviews to do. So I'm busy doing those at the minute.
Ollie, what you got coming up, brother?
As little as possible. Do you know, I'm halfway through writing a review, and 2 weeks ago I was well chuffed because I was well ahead of schedule. And then for the last week and a half, I've had that much on my mind, I haven't been able to focus on it. I open it every day and think, no. So hopefully there'll be some reviews out at some point, but I was going to try and get that done for tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. So that'll be up Tuesday. That's the Aspire BP80. There's another type of video I'm going to try and get out this week as well, a bit more of a comedy type of video. So hopefully I'll be able to concentrate on that and get that done, because that'll be more fun for me than it will be for viewers. But that's what it's all about. I do this for me, not you guys.
Yeah, the thing is, when you've got real life stuff going off, sometimes reviewing needs to take a sort of like step back. It can be like that, and it is very hard to get. It's like now my mojo's in there, obviously with not drinking and stuff like that. So there's been a splurge of reviews out from me. So I sort of get like that, and then when real life starts taking hold, you sort of you just can't get that motivation to do it, or you just haven't got the time to do it. It's really hard. Do you find that as well, Flat Cat?
Oh, all the time. All the time. It's always a balancing act, isn't it? You know, you learn to prioritize.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes it's the vape reviews that suffer, but, you know, there's more important things, isn't there? I was just going to show people who haven't seen the Nest. That's the build deck.
Just turn it a bit more flatter, Flat Cat. There you go, yeah.
So that's what you get. So it's definitely different. Definitely different.
And
That's my room for the innovation.
Just to let people know as well, if you wanted to prime the coils, what you do is you turn the coils outside and then just give them a quick pulse at about 20 watts, and then you're ready to build. Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. That's what it looked like when we were in the shower. Well, he did when he turned around.
Well, it was cool, and you get all these little pots, and you see the mesh strips there. They're actually pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're pretty big. Yeah. Mank's built his already. I think I need to be in a quiet room to build on that.
Yeah, and this is just to show as well. This is that Hitte or Haita ink. There we go. What am I doing then? Oh, there we are. I tell you what, the screen on it is really nice and all.
Yeah, I've emailed them.
It's very, very, very simple to use. And like Flat Cat, it comes with an RBA deck, and I've also got another one with that sort of design on it. So review coming
nice.
out in a week's time. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying that. That's quite nice.
From Vape.
From Vape, yeah. So next week's show, I've got to get Vaping Mank is I'm hopefully he's messaged me on Facebook. Next week we're going to be doing the wearing the speedos, so we're hopefully going to get a little bit of money in as well for the donations. I think we're sitting now at 1,270. Again, thank you very much, David Jacobs. So we're well on our way to. I think with all the donations coming on at the end, we've got another £100 from Gary Kenny and also Vape Heads. So that takes us to 370. Then plus Harley's auction, we're over £1,500. That is just like amazing.
Well done.
Big love to all you lot. You lot are doing it. Absolutely fantastic. When I was on your show, because it was your 50th show for the Saturday Night Vaporwave, wasn't it? On Saturday. Stuart said that if I do all of December, he'd double that amount of money. But I've thought about it, and I think I want to have a beer on the 1st of November. I want to look back at this month and go, yeah, I did it.
You did your month. Yeah.
Yeah, and have a beer. I'm looking forward to that beer.
What if you said you could have a day? You could have like a day.
No, I'm still looking forward to that beer afterwards as well. But the big thing, like we've been talking about, is that I'm gonna look at cutting down. That's what I'm gonna be doing as well. You know, like I've still been going over and having a game of snooker, but I've been drinking orange, and I'm gonna be doing more of that than instead of going out there and drinking 10 pints or whatever, and then coming to the show. So
you've done well there, because that's the hard thing. In fact, you're still going over to the pub, but you know, using the temptation.
I've not felt it at all, and I don't know whether it's because I'm in that mindset of, look, you've got this to do. I've not felt like I want to drink. I've not felt like I need to drink or anything like that. It's just like mindset, back up next day. I've had the last 3 days, I've had a little bit of problems with me sleeping. Sort of like getting up for a wee, and then my body's going, right, let's get up now. And it's like, no. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Is
So
that alcohol or is that age?
Irish said it's really nice to see Aiden in colours that aren't bright red and jaundice yellow.
Well, to be honest with you, that's because I've sorted the camera out. I got out of the shower early and I wore a bit red. So I've sorted the camera out. Well, this has been another show. 3 men and a vape show. It's been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you get over to Benny Vapes' mixing show straight away after this and put Agtash Fireman Sam. Do you want to say your goodbyes, Flat Cap? Am I early?
No, we're never on time. Ever. We're always rushing. And somehow.
I feel like add me on Facebook, bro. Yeah. Well, mine's Aiden Crew. Just find me and add me, because I don't know what your real name is. I'll just call you the Vaping Mank.
This feels like the first show I've ever done on this channel where time's gone slow. Ever. But anyway, yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and a big thank you to everyone who's supported the wonderful Aiden with his charity, with his Stoptober. It's, you know, if you've seen any of his vlogs, you know how much it means to him. So I know he appreciates it, and we all do. So thank you very much. Keep it going. Let's get him up to over 1,500. Why not? Smash it. If you want to see Aiden and Mank in Speedos next week, then we'll see you next week. And don't forget, folks, if you're watching on replay, then say hello. Tell us who's your favourite.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
I do think we should edit that bit, like cut them to art and just have me and Flat Cap and put that bit video on separate for people, like under 18, well, not under 18's version, obviously, but
maybe next
for
week
work version.
we could have like Aiden and Mank can do the show on Aiden's channel, but then Harley, me and you can be on a separate channel doing like a reaction to watching them two in Speedos.
Well, what you two haven't realised is I bought you a pair as well, and I'm sending them. The best thing about it is I've got the ones for Vapemill. I've got them green, so the only thing you're going to see is this like maxed out bit on his green screen.
It looked like a Barbie or whatever they're called where they ain't got nothing.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to be sitting around the show with it, but I will do a bit of prancing.
Man.
Extra camera set up, the lot.
Oh, Chunks on at 10 as well. Sorry.
Yeah, don't forget. I'll do that when we. So yes, people. Next week's show is going to be a good giggle. Ollie, say goodbyes.
Thanks for watching, guys. It's been great. Everybody watching on replay, thanks for watching. It's been great. It will be great when I read your comments out. Make sure you comment. I'll bang out the deals. So Freeman 25 gets you 25% off across the site tonight, with exception to things that are already on sale. Freeman 30 gets you 30% off e-liquid all day tomorrow. And then finally, we've got the auction, which the link is there. Thank you all for supporting Aidan on his alcohol-free month. I could have done it easier, but that's because I don't drink. I don't think I'd be able to do it if I were Aidan. I'm a very addictive personality kind of guy. Thank you all for watching. It's been great. It's been lovely. Sorry about my lagginess. It is my internet, not my laptop, thank the Lord. So I'm going to try and get that sorted out. Thanks for watching. It's been great. Over to you, Aidan.
Big love to everybody for watching the show. Thank you very much. You keep supporting us. We will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure you tune in. Big shout out to everybody who's donated as well. You're a bunch of stars. We're getting there. We're at £1,270. You are absolutely fantastic. Next week is going to be loads of fun. It is. It's going to be a good show next week. Also, don't forget Chunk's on at 10 o'clock tonight as well. Make sure you check him out. Big love to everybody. We will see you next week. And don't forget, the people who are watching on replay, we love you too. Leave a comment down below, and we'll catch you next week. Good night!
Bye. Stay at home. Good luck.
Aidan's already wearing his Speedos.
They're a bit sweaty though.